Welcome back. We are Not Great RPG, and we're here once again for the Lost Kings of Adoris. We'll go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves, and then have a brief recap of the things that I recall from over a month ago.
I'm John, and I play Marcus.
I'm Sarah, and I play Dandelion.
I'm Glenn, and I play Endgear.
I'm Autumn, and I play Twig.
I'm Mike, and I play Mr. Pigeon.
And I'm Don, the DM of this campaign. Last time, you guys had taken a rest after being serenaded by Cookie at the end of the prior episode. Dandelion had a very horrible, not fun nightmare of sorts involving whom you later discussed to be Helena Ashwell in some sort of very spooky, elongated-limbed, hag-like, monstrous form, telling Dandelion to come home inside of her manor that you were told that has been recognized
By Madam... what's her name? The lady of the tavern.
Yes.
Lady we're speaking with.
Yep.
Morgan?
Yes. Morgan.
Madam Morgan.
I like the question mark inflection.
There's so many names in my head.
You made a lot of them really similar, too.
Elran Felran, dude.
Hey, listen, it happens.
Belran, the brother, the third that we didn't get to meet. Kelran, his father.
There was also Bellman. So
yeah, right.
They're all from
Felran.
Look,
right.
Don't use the name generators because you will get that.
Yes.
I didn't for this one. Yes, Evelyn told you that is the manor that she recognized, that she ended up in after being originally sold to the Blackflowers and then lent out to the Iron Crown before making her way to Fjordan and then escaping from there and starting up her group of all of
the Jaded Serpent.
The Jaded Serpent that
the Robin Hood people.
The Robin Hood people, basically the Robin Hood people. Dandelion wakes up screaming. Marcus went out and had a morning by the lake where he reflected upon some things, upon his actions and the
demon within.
Demon
the demon lady that I'm appeasing.
Yeah. Came back. You guys spoke about Dandelion's nightmare and what that might mean. Evelyn came back in, and upon hearing the description of the manor and of Helena Ashwell, dropped the tray of tea that she had brought into all of you and exclaimed that she did in fact know who that was and that that's a problem, that she is now able to connect with Dandelion through her dreams because it means that she knows that she exists and
is here.
You guys also talked a little bit about the really fun, spooky visage that came out of the Lady Blackflower upon her death and what that might mean, of which it was inconclusive, but it was discussed that at least someone or something knows that you exist, kind of called all of you out by some sort of title that they appear to have made up, and that you've been marked by death. Evelyn indicated that Ophelia wished to speak with Marcus and went to fetch her. The rest of you were having a conversation about each other's backstories and aspects of your lives, as well as some more things about Dandelion, and the fact that Helena has to be dealt with at some point, and would likely be residing with the Iron Crown in the kingdom of Yathalna, as well as Fevril has to be dealt with, who is located in Mr. Pigeon's home kingdom of Ota Solor. And then you would likely make your way over to possibly where Endgear is from, and also Twig's family land, to talk to the Queen that knows about demons and bargains and other horrifying languages and things like that. It was decided that you would be leaving today to Destination Unknown, so we would pick up there with you guys in the midst of this conversation. with Marcus saying, I think so, do drop in relation to Dandelion's question about asking if you should leave today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you also talked to Ron through a really small
Oh yeah.
thing
Tears.
of tears that Dandelion cried into a vial. Forgot about that. How
We
did we
also
forget
talked
Ron?
about Eastvale Prophet for Endgear backstory. The Cold Prophet.
Yes, that's
That's
yes.
the
yes,
name
yes.
that Helena went by.
Yes, correct. Through my notes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ron and I had the good, quiet, secret, coded language of
Yes.
like
The understanding.
yeah, we get what's up.
Because all you got was his eyes and the very little bit
Mm-hmm.
of Fey water that Dandelion cried. Here was screaming into a bucket.
Piss bucket.
I called the wrong number.
Wrong! So that's where we're picking up. You guys have just
Mhm.
spoken to Ron and decided that you are going to be leaving for one of the two Elvish Kingdoms.
We spoke to Oberon. We did not speak to Ron.
Correct.
Whoever that is.
I was calling. I was calling
He was
Ron.
calling
We
Ron.
only saw eyes.
Could have been either.
Could have been
It
Ron.
was just some poor man in a public
he's,
restroom getting yelled at.
It's just Paylor again. It's the same actor. He's just
Whoa.
lost weight and put on fake ears. Whoa, Dandelion, you gotta be careful out there. Mirrors.
Fun board!
Look at you. You look weird now. Sure.
Yeah, so that's where you guys are picking up.
Mm-hmm.
At some point in a little bit, Ophelia will be coming to speak to Marcus, and Cookie will be back with food.
Beautiful. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Ron's a good man.
That's true.
Seems like Ron understands. So
He's very smart.
yeah, everything's gonna be good. As for where we're going, I think we should help Mr. Pigeon. Seek out answers for his home, and I think Vivril Blackflower's gotten away with things for far too long. It's also, this Helena Ashwell definitely feels like a much more magically imposing person that I'd rather stab later. All in favor. Hear ye, hear ye.
She is on the way.
She's on the way?
Yes. In traveling to Pigeon's house. We have to pass through the Helena land.
Oh, we go through Yathalna to then get to Otis Oldor. Solor. There's no door there.
There's
Okay.
probably some doors there.
Yes, I would think in the houses. Not in the tents.
Are there doors in your home?
Alright, we've established there's doors.
It's not a
That's
tent.
one more thing than we knew, so.
Yes.
He does not live in the tent.
True. A circus tent, though. He did once.
Do circus tents have doors?
They have flaps.
Is that a door?
No, they're flaps.
So a pigeon has flaps.
Yes. Pigeons do flap. This all makes sense. Alright. We've learned so much today.
Good night.
Thanks, everyone.
It is.
Back to bed.
See you tomorrow.
It just says yes, pigeons.
It's like 9 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
Like or no, it would be.
It was around noon because we got back pretty
We
late.
got back late.
Like 3, 4 a.m. and then went to sleep. Yeah, I mean, the thought of going to Yathalna when we had talked about it previously was a little worrisome, just because if she almost operates the Iron Crown, that's a whole group of people. Like, we broke into this Blackflower compound and we did pretty good. Like, I think we did pretty great. Smashed some shit up, but that was like 6 people.
You did get really hurt though.
Well, it was near death.
That's bad.
Oh, no. It was part of life, Dandelion. Everyone faces near-death experiences when fighting off devils and...
Yeah, but what if there's a lot of devils?
Well, then we'll probably even nearer to death.
It might be actual death.
It might be. I am under no pretense that
I don't have any spells that can fix that.
Well, then that's terrible. Nor do I. Mr. Pigeon, could you bring me back from the dead if I died? Problem solved.
Okay.
What about Dandelion? Alright, problem solved. One? Alright, we'll bring her back if we both die. I just want to establish that.
Don't die.
Well, again, ideally I don't. Make no efforts to pursue it.
Sometimes it seems like you do.
I mean, it's fun. The thrill of battle is just engaging.
That's true. It is pretty fun. Though I don't usually come very close to death. So.
Yeah, you get to shoot things from afar.
Mm-hmm.
We could possibly do that to Helena. Shoot her from afar.
That's what I would do.
No, I want her to look into my eyes when she dies.
Alright.
That's a little scarier.
I mean,
You might also want to shoot from afar.
How about, like, arm's distance away? That's far.
When I shoot from far away, it's from pretty far away.
This is relatively far.
makes a good point. He does a lot of this, gut punching stuff, and that's not far at all. We'll figure that plan out later.
Maybe I should do most of the shooting from afar.
Yeah. I mean, most of us are up close and stabby kind of people. You're the only from afar one, now that Rin's gone. Even Rin wasn't really from afar most times. Rin
He
was
had a
also
sword.
a big stab kind of person. Ugh, miss that guy.
I should get stronger.
I mean, we all should. It's kind of our goal.
I don't think that was really my goal.
Well, it's necessary to achieve the goals.
My
Keeps
goal
you
is to
farther
find
away
what
from
I'm
near
looking
death.
for and go home. But I think maybe I need to be strong to do that.
Because if you're strong, you're farther from near death.
That's true.
Solves problem.
Though I'm not very strong, and again, I haven't been that close to death, so maybe it's not true.
Maybe you should get weaker. You'll be less likely to die.
That seems more accurate,
All right.
based on what I've experienced, at least.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause you've come pretty close to death, and you're definitely stronger than me.
Absolutely.
You've also come pretty close to death.
The gods will not allow me to die.
That's good. See, we have 3 revives now.
Quinn's also really strong, though, and hasn't come very close to death, so.
She almost died.
I'm not convinced I can die.
There you go. We don't need 2 people who don't need to be revived, 2 people who can be revived.
Maybe the gods don't want you to die.
I mean, I've never died, so I don't know if I can.
There you go.
The queen doesn't, so.
There
who's
you go.
To say?
Maybe it's just something she's inherited. Immortality. That'd be pretty neat.
That would make sense.
It would make sense.
Mhm.
Or perhaps she has several lives.
No, I think it's just the one.
All right.
Well, she said the queen hasn't died,
Yeah.
so.
This party feels really safe. We've also handled everything that's come our way with excellence.
That's true. We've succeeded most of the times.
I can't think of a single time we failed. Except that time I went to jail.
Yeah.
That wasn't really a failure. I kind of picked that.
I think you did that on purpose.
Yeah, see, we can't. Even when I go to
Nice.
prison, we're winning.
Don't do that again.
Oh no, once was enough. It's like a vacation. It's a very brutal one.
There's also that scary sword.
I like it.
He does become more of an effective killer with
Yeah.
it, so it does sound like win.
It's a scary sword.
It makes me stronger and therefore closer to death.
Further.
That. Both are good.
He said what he said.
Where are these scones?
Yeah, cookie wax, walk
Whack.
wax.
Whack. Bam!
Yeah, He just smacks his hand on the table and scones appear.
I love you, Cookie.
Thank you.
How did you do that?
He's a baker.
Let's see. Just illusion magic. They were there the whole time.
Oh, I didn't.
Just broke the spell.
He was not in the room. Did he come in with scones?
He walked in and just slapped the table.
And scones were there.
He said,
suddenly.
"I'm gonna go get the scones," as they're sitting on the table, and just walks out like, "This is getting too weird."
I want to know what kind of magic.
Delicious magic.
Delicious magic.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
They do look delicious.
I'm gonna grab a scone.
Yeah, they are really, really good.
That's great.
The one that you have picked up is like a lemon cream scone.
I want a scone.
I'm gonna pick a rock up off the floor and attempt to eat it.
Oh, that's
You said you made stones.
no scones.
Stones.
No, with a C.
Oh, so stones.
No, like these ones on the table here. That one was on the floor. Don't eat that.
I thought you'd drop this.
No. Just pick any of these that you see here. Will be fine.
Are they all the same flavor? Or are they like different?
It's like a variety.
Pick up a different rock. This looks the same.
No, from the table.
Is there a pink one?
Any other one but that.
Ah.
There is a pink one, yes.
Gonna pick up the same stone again, and then set it down, and then grab a scone.
Okay.
He's learning. Ooh, a stone!
Scone.
Yes, exactly. All right. Well, I'll leave you to your scones.
I'm
Thanks,
gonna
Cookie.
pocket the stone.
Okay. I overheard you guys saying we're heading out. Where are we going? When are we going? What's the plan?
We're going to be crossing the Mistlands as soon as we can procure a guide to take us across the Mistlands. And then probably either end up in Yothalna or Otasolor and kill some more people over there.
All right.
And you'll make us cookies.
I will cook things. Yes.
This is a good group of people.
Yeah. We'll have to stop in North Pass. That's the closest city to the Mistlands. That's in Arbor.
Okay.
And then we'll get some supplies there, and then we'll head across. You can probably get a guide there. I don't know.
All right.
But that would be my guess.
Yeah, we can ask around. We're a trustworthy bunch.
Do we need a guide to get across?
Oh yeah.
We can't just walk.
I wouldn't advise that. It's from what I've heard, there's a lot of weird trees, and it's incredibly foggy. It's very hard to see. Very easy to lose your way.
This place sounds great.
Question for the
trees,
dungeon
fog.
master. How did I go across? I'm assuming I was transported.
You were transported, yes, because you were captured on the other side.
Okay, and I would have been in cargo.
Yes. Yeah, you would have been in like the back of like a lion cart
Okay.
equivalent for like a circus.
Closed walls.
No, bars.
Just
Yeah,
bars.
yeah.
Okay, so I would have seen these scary trees.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, they are like really gnarled and twisted trees that are look like they grew that way out of the ground. There's a layer of kind of ashy smoke in the air and a layer of fog that just rolls over the ground pretty much consistently. It's very hard to tell the time of day. It just seems to be in a state of perpetual, not quite darkness, but just like weird moonlight, creepy.
Like the Lost Woods.
Yeah, kind of like the Lost Woods. It's not a fun time. There's just kind of echoes and sounds. Very easy to lose your way.
Did I witness any maimings or anything like that on our traversal of the Mistlands?
Yeah, there were definitely a couple of guards that went missing.
Okay.
As you like turned a corner around some trees, you just heard like a yelp, and the guards were gone.
Okay.
Violent Koroks.
The trees eat people.
Oh!
I'm convinced.
Well, I cut down trees for a living.
This I know, but soldiers themselves would go missing. Scooped up, fully armored.
But were any of them woodsmen?
I mean, they were in the woods, yes.
Were any of them logsmen?
I mean, I would be up on them. I didn't ask.
All right. Well, then I feel safer. I've got my wood cutting saw.
Do you know what would cause a tree to grow in like this?
Twisty?
Yes. Is that a natural thing that these do?
Oh, I mean,
I think some trees do that.
some trees do that. I mean, depends on the environment they're growing in. These trees sound magical? I mean, if they're eating people, they're clearly not just trees. Trees don't eat people.
Oh.
Were there trees that ate people in the Feywild?
I would say no.
Okay.
So they're definitely something that might look like a tree.
Maybe not actually a tree.
Maybe not actually a tree.
Is a tree, but is not tree sometimes.
Perhaps. Could also be a tree that's been brought to life. We did fight blights very early on in the campaign, roughly 2.5 years ago.
In the bog.
In the bog, with the toad, named Frog.
Bog the Frog, the Toad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't
So we
remember.
have seen animated plant life that we've beaten up
The sticks, they danced at us.
very rudely.
Is this normal, typical magics?
No, that was our first encounter with necromantic magics and experimentations.
It was like this.
So it wasn't love.
I don't think so.
I mean, they might have experienced love. We can't necessarily rule that out.
You said
Maybe that was why they were dancing.
You said the romantic
They were
magics.
peacocking.
Yes. The romantic magics, yes.
Yes. Yes. Necro-romantic.
Whoa.
You can't spell
Uh-oh.
necromantic without romantic.
Are you writing that down?
Necro-romantic magic in the woods. All right.
Maybe the Mistlands aren't so bad.
Yeah, maybe it's not missed.
Did anyone try singing songs or playing music for them?
You can do that now.
I can do that.
Maybe that's where the soldiers went.
To play
To
music.
a party.
Well, they found love.
And the yelp was
Yippee!
passionate. Very passionate.
Yippee!
Ah, what a great day! Help! I have found my love!
I'm so happy. You're becoming more Dracula.
I'm so scared of how much I love you.
Please, no. I cannot have 1,000 gifts today.
Please no, I can only love so much.
I will say, just as a clarifier, there are absolutely times where you would have heard them like scream and clearly be dragged off by something, but yeah, that you couldn't really see through the mist. But there also were times where they would just yell and it would just like echo and it would disappear, where you wouldn't hear like a scream. It was just like they fell and vanished.
Like the voice changer.
Yes.
Intense necro-romantic. Well, if any of these trees give us any problems, I mean, obviously we're very good at sticking together. Except for all those tactical plans where we split up.
Stick.
Yes.
We could get a long
He
rope.
got it. What?
We could get a long rope.
For the
And
trees?
We can all hold on to the rope. And then
Then they drag you through the woods.
Oh, I thought we would be in like a carriage. So if we're sitting in a carriage, we just hold the rope inside the carriage?
yes. That way if anyone gets eaten by a tree, we'll know.
And I can tie all of your bodies to the carriage. So as the tree cannot eat you.
Or,
And you're just invented
hear
seatbelts.
me out. I'm a woodsman. We would have had moderate experience with, especially through my protective measures with my father for the town, would have understood how to craft, primitive wooden spears.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. We have a lot of rope. We can get a lot of rope when we're in North Pass. To protect ourselves from these trees, we could also attach sharp, pointy sticks to the outside of our wagon and make it like a battle wagon.
I don't.
History check on some kind of battle wagon.
Don, I'm inventing siege weapons.
I don't know because I've never met one of these trees. But I don't know if pointy wooden objects would bother the trees.
You can roll, Glenn.
Hell yeah.
Because they are trees.
I mean, I'm a man and he hits me and it still hurts.
3.
Flesh on flesh is
Battle
still
dragon?
impacting pain.
But a tree is a tree, and not a man. And not made of flesh.
Wait, so trees aren't made of flesh, not
But if I hit a tree with a piece of wood, it will still leave a dent in the tree.
Why could we not use steel pike?
I mean, those are expensive.
I
was
just
just thinking in
think
terms of
if
affordability.
if I were a tree,
I'm poor.
I would be more upset about fire.
I can't just.
So we burned the Mistlands down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to
Easiest.
start a fire in the forest, Dandelion.
I
That's
don't
how
think
you-
those trees burn.
Oh, these are the non-burn trees?
Nah, it's not even, not that they don't burn.
Have you been there?
No, I've not been there. I mean, I traveled across it once a very long time ago, but, having worked in Fjordan for such a long time, I haven't been. But I do remember hearing that they're not unburnable, but they're almost like kind of hollow on the inside. There's a lot of... They're
romance
weird and kind of twist together. There's not a lot to burn.
All right.
They just kind of look like they're charred already.
They might
they
have
grew that
already
way.
burnt.
Second thought. Have I ever seen a boat?
We were on a boat.
Yeah,
we
you guys were on
used
the
to
boat.
burn.
I don't
Yeah.
look at it. Do I understand what oars are?
Make
An oar check?
make an intelligence check or a history check, I guess, on oars.
12.
I would say that you know conceptually how oars are supposed to work generally.
Fantastic. All right, here's the second thought. What if we get some oars, and like you're saying, we
Yep.
get a bunch of hand axes and some ropes, and at the end of the oars, we tie the hand axes, so when we row, we, bam, cut these trees down as we're moving through.
I don't know if we should be antagonistic. I don't
Defensive
think
measures. Purely defensive measures.
I don't know if we should be mean to the trees.
I'm not looking to be mean to the trees.
If we sing to them and we're nice to them, they might just let us through.
No, he did
Because-
say they were bad, so maybe they're just in bad mood.
Yeah.
Certainly. Backup plan.
Maybe
The
they're
oars
just
are
grumpy.
inside, and we can thrust them out through an opening in the wagon. And then deforest the Mistlands.
Also, for what it's worth, I've never heard of a tree eating someone, but the Mistlands are incredibly infested with werewolves. So,
All right. Silver axes.
So the
Cut off
trees-
their heads as we
That would
ride by.
explain some people getting dragged off in night.
Did you so
That'd be very funny if you spent 2 hours making axe oars for trees and get there and it's just werewolves.
we're ready to fight trees?
Hey, we
meanwhile
got pole arms now. We're good.
Again, silver them, and then we're safe.
Yeah, we do. I
Ooh,
do
I
have
have
silver
silver.
teeth.
Yeah.
We put teeth on the end of some oars. and
Why
we
do we-
bite the werewolves.
Why do we need silver?
We silver the wagon.
to be fair, some of you already have silvered teeth,
Yeah.
so you could bite them.
Mm.
Gotta
Do I
find
get a
that
plus to bite attacks?
against a werewolf? Definitely.
Against the
Anybody
werewolf.
else? No.
I mean,
Edgar got him too, right? Didn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah, so those two did.
I plucked him out of my skull and put him in my face.
Yep.
I've also got silver horns now too.
True.
and we have silver paint.
I have a horn attack.
Werewolves and vampiric beings.
Jesus Christ, Cookie, why didn't you say this earlier?
Never
we
came
spent
up.
6 minutes in front of you discussing
Talk
cutting down
trees.
trees.
I didn't want to interrupt you guys. I mean, the
You told us multiple facts about the tree.
well, the spear thing was great, and then it was about the trees, and then I just figured I better mention that there's. I'm not saying that the trees won't eat people. I've just not heard that.
All right.
Okay.
But
So
again,
we
I've
should
not
have
been there in a
multiple
long time.
ore sets.
That might be a more recent development.
So
Maybe
there-
the trees do eat people then.
we take a keg, we fill with very flammable liquid,
And we throw a party.
and we put the pump on it, and we pump it up until it's spray out nozzle, and we light on fire.
Yeah, the flower balloon.
And then we
yes. Ooh.
Since we're in the mood
Is
for
that why I have
adventures.
this? I keep forgetting.
Yeah,
what
the
I have.
flower
It's written
balloons.
down.
Yes, it was for their flammable nature. All right. So we need a set
Oh,
of
fla-
oars with axes, a
was
set of
thinking, like-
ours with
like
silver
flowers,
axes.
like-
I need silver weapons.
Yes.
Why silver?
Remember we
Oh,
told
you
that
said
silver's
so.
good against the vampires by the vampire people a long time
Did they
ago?
tell us that?
Monsters, I think,
Monsters
generally.
in
Monsters.
general.
Yeah, we also, from the dentist too, we asked why
Yeah.
somebody would have silver teeth in his
Yeah.
bite a vampire back.
Okay.
Ah, he bit me! Fuck you!
He's a dentist, all he does.
It's all he knows.
Dr. Calcium.
Definitely not a vampire.
Definitely not a vampire hunter.
Yeah.
All right. Vampires, werewolves, spooky trees.
Oh my.
Well,
And also fog.
also fog.
So maybe we need some.
I have many lanterns. And
Okay.
I'm very experienced in lantering.
I think. Do I have?
It is quite dense fog.
We'll get more lanterns.
Good lanterns.
What does our wagon look like again? Just as like a general, it was
It was like a cloth cover, like
Oregon
the Oregon
Trail.
Oregon Trail
wagon.
style ones.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so
with
not
windows
wooden
on the side.
encased.
Yeah, not wooden encased. I mean, enough that Endgear could walk on the top of it with because of the cross beams. Because
Okay.
he did fight one of the here
Yeah,
we will
the
see
bandit
illegal
boys.
people
Yeah.
on top of it.
All
we
right.
get a,
And
we get
Endgear's very
a
big.
cage cart.
Yeah,
And we hide inside the cage and drive from inside of the cage.
I was thinking like a Shark Tank. Just put Endgear in some bars.
And just drag me behind the wagon.
I've seen a boat now, alright?
There's no wheels on it, you're just dragging the cage.
Get him, Endgear!
What do they
Endgear's
call it?
rowing through the bars.
What do they call like a gibbet that they would put people in the metal cage?
Yeah.
It's just me being
Yeah.
dragged in one of those. No, because now I feel like
Metal
chum.
hamster ball.
Yeah.
That would actually probably work.
Just barbed wire on the outside.
Run.
I'm game.
Can we do that?
Put me in the hamster ball, coach. I'm ready to go.
Alright, so like as a genuine question though, we obviously are in a moderately forested area.
Yes, incredibly.
The size of the wagon for a person that has built land vehicles and is experienced with carpenter's tools, if I wanted to add genuine additional like exterior, replace the like cloth canvas and do it more like a box with some windows and door, do I think I'd be able to do that in like roughly a day to 2 days worth of labor with like Endgear assisting with like chopping and shit?
Yeah, I would say 2 days to like process the wood and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. With another person, you're skilled enough that like building wagons and things like that definitely would have been something that like you're comfortable doing. I would say that in addition to like the farming aspect, people passing
Yeah,
through.
we traded with people.
Yeah,
all
you
the
would have
fucking time.
traded
Would have
like
had broken
nicer looking wagons and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So that's definitely a thing that you're comfortable doing.
Okay.
We're gonna have a stagecoach, guys.
Well, yeah, like
Yeehaw!
genuinely, that is the thing I want to try to build is a genuine stagecoach with side windows, doors on side, and then a hatch on top.
And
So
a
this way,
flamethrower
like,
mount.
less flamethrower, but more like a spot safely for Dandelion, because like one person is still going to have to, even on a stagecoach, be on the outside to control
Drive
the
it.
horses. So like that's what I'm fine with doing. I'm also the heavily armored man that like I have the best chance
Sometimes.
if a werewolf. Yeah, well, when I'm not nude. But like if a werewolf is gonna grab somebody, like I'd rather it be me or Endgear because we have the best chance to fight them off.
Yeah.
And then I can peek out the
Yes,
top and,
you guys
and
can peek
sling
out, and then
spells.
you guys get the like stabby
yeah, like
things
the
outside
murder
the window.
holes.
Yeah, they genuinely operate the like the arrows nests for like castles and shit.
If we can put like a bar on the outside, so you can like hold on to it, and like
For like rooftop chases?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't
Maybe even like a rope to hang on and get dragged behind in a fight.
couldn't he have like whatever his name was, Ren drive? Couldn't he drive?
Oh no.
We lost that zombie.
Oh, he's dead.
Do you have any fresh bodies
Just pour
laying
my
around?
drink out.
A real one.
That's tragic. I'm very sorry for your loss.
Yeah, also, I mean, he wouldn't be able to, like, converse or pacify the horses should the horses get startled by the werewolves and vampires.
Sure, that's true.
It could
Yeah.
just be forward and stop.
Subsequent question.
Yes.
Would the horses need armor?
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, that's definitely something that's a reasonable thing to try to buy
Yes.
when we're in North Pass, because, like, there's...
I don't want the horses
Logically,
to get
they should
stolen
have
by
it.
werewolves.
Yeah.
As being the border town with the Mistlands.
Yes.
There is a road.
Through the Mistlands, you
Yeah.
mean? Oh, is there a road?
There's not a road.
There's not.
Yeah,
how are we
okay.
gonna get a cart through?
It's not that there's not areas for a road. It's you can't see it.
Yeah.
It's
But one was there. like-
yes, there were roads.
I guess
before.
you were transported in a cart.
Yeah,
through.
there's ways you can go
Yeah.
through, but that's also why you need the guide.
Mhm.
It's very hard to navigate.
Yeah, there might hit points, like, again, similarly, like Lost Woods and Tears, where it's like, you hit a path and, like, there might be two open ways that a cart could traverse through, but, like, you need the guide to remember which of the two paths to go.
New plan. We make guide drive cart. We just stay safely inside.
I was going to have the guide up on the front with me,
If guide
so this way
dies-
I make sure the guide doesn't die.
If he dies,
He dies.
he's dead.
But what if he's nice? Or she?
Pigeon brings him back. And then we... Subsequent question that I was going to ask.
Mhm.
I've done multiple things previously with mirrors. I don't genuinely remember whether or not we've had any experiences in terms of, like, the vampiric people specifically not showing up in a mirror or having a reflection. Between, like, the butler in Jondar's place...
Did we read about that in the?
I don't know if you guys would have.
Yeah, I think we. I can't remember what we read in.
Let me look up the books that I've given out and see if there
Library.
would have been something in there. Because I have
Yeah.
a list of the books that...
Because
Mhm.
wasn't Bertram a vampire?
Yeah, the butler dude. Yeah.
I would imagine that we would have seen him passing by a mirror at some point while we were staying in the
Yeah,
house.
You read about vampires, werewolves, and all other curses, so yes, I would say
Cool.
that definitively you have that knowledge.
Cool.
And do they show up in mirrors?
They do not show up in mirrors.
Okay.
Not full vampires do not. The
Yeah.
half vampires would still.
I think we knew that from the very beginning, actually.
I think you did.
That's why, like,
Yeah.
I think so.
I
It's so
think we
long that I
learned
don't
it
remember.
from the fucking circus lady.
Yeah, from
like
Helena.
literally immediately.
Yeah, I believe that you did.
Yes. Okay.
But yeah, with the books that you took, I would say that you have that information
Yeah.
for sure.
Just as like a, for wanting to like get another mirror, because I lost mine. Like as another thing to make sure that we get when we are in
I have a
North
mirror.
Pass. Oh, you do?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Then cool.
Yeah.
We
Well,
attached-
technically, I gave it to Shimmer, but it's a hand mirror, so.
Okay. Cool.
We attach the corner of stagecoach. Make a backing up safe.
Also a good plan. Here, I'll have this steel mirror I was lying that I didn't have anymore. I just wanted to have a second mirror because I only have the one.
Also, if you attach to stagecoach, you see what creep up on you too.
True. I'll implement some kind of small wooden log to give me a rear view aspect. At least on my side.
And a
then
piece of rope to keep you tied to seat.
Ooh, yeah, that's actually also a good idea, especially for the guide. Because if they're getting dragged away, these are all very reasonable accommodations for us to think about making.
Lots of rope.
Yeah.
We take balloons and we put them in front to keep from front end collision.
Also, if something happens,
And Gear builds a car.
if something happens to the wagon, we should be prepared to walk if we need to.
Yeah, in terms of like what things do you mean? Like,
If the wagon breaks,
We bring spare wheel.
well, I can fix wagon.
fix.
Yeah, obviously if it's completely destroyed,
Yeah.
I can't
I mean,
fix
if we get
to a
attacked
certain
by
degree.
werewolves,
I don't know if they're gonna like rip the wheel and run away. Like they might scratch the wood, they might break a wheel, but like if it's still repairable, I genuinely do know how to repair wheels and stuff.
I don't know. I don't know much about werewolves. Only what we saw in that
Yeah.
book.
Hmm. We definitely have a lot of things that we would like to get. We were told for our assistance in the saving of 4 people that we'd be helped with buying things.
Yes.
In terms of then either not having to do the workaround for like the gold amount if you don't want to do a gold amount because like they don't have a shop
Sure.
here. If you just want to say it's the like, you guys have reasonable purchase expenditure up to like 500 gold for
Yeah.
when we're
Fuck,
in
did we
North
not
Pass.
find the platinum?
That you were worth?
Yeah.
No, we looked for it and it wasn't around.
Damn.
Because like that's why it
Lying
was like
bastards.
hey, it's in the room over here. We went in and it was like, no, there's just the suits of armor and shit. And then you guys went into the secret study. So like, no. It's also it's an amount of platinum that like if we have that we're busted. Again, we still need a place to spend it, but
Yeah. Yeah, I would
Yeah,
say just whatever creative things within reason
Yeah,
that you
same
want.
thing as
I'm
before.
happy to role play that.
Okay.
But you have whatever purchasing power.
okay.
Just because it makes it easier.
Yeah. Like
We should make a list.
yeah, absolutely. Like I mean as a genuine thing in terms of like progressive stance for understanding things, like do you guys want to start looking up stuff because like Ophelia still wants to talk to Marcus, so if you guys
Yeah.
want to start thinking about like what things you guys might want inventory wise.
Cross both turrets, so you sit on the roof and.
Yeah, you're right. Like, as far as I'm concerned, you can fucking make up whatever you want. I was legitimately looking at like my 10-foot pole and my fucking portable ram and my powdered silver also to be like, is there a way that I can like meaningfully make like additional silver weapons for the people inside the stagecoach to like use to defend the wagon?
We also painted the wagon silver.
Oh, did we?
We bought silver paint from the...
Yeah, the Calcium guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't remember. Oh, yeah, we did paint it. That's right. Yeah, when Mr. Pigeon was turning it into the Santa slide.
We're pretty prepared for
Yeah,
this.
weirdly enough.
I don't know if it was silver, but it is now painted
Well, it was
silver.
the same stuff that...
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
shit.
That's where we got it from.
Silver card.
From the dentist.
Well, at least the bottom half is. So.
Yeah.
It's like the bottom half and the supports probably are...
Yeah, I mean, I would then... Was I told to, like, go find Ophelia, or was Ophelia being brought here? Like,
Elena said she was going to come get you.
Okay, yeah, because I was going to say, I don't remotely care if the conversation's in front of everybody else. Like,
Sure.
that's fine with me, just in this way. Easier.
Yep. Yeah, so I'll say at this point while you guys are discussing, Elena walks in with Ophelia. Evelyn.
Yeah.
We were just talking about
Elena, yeah, the other line out,
the
right?
other lady. Evelyn walks in with Ophelia, which I will describe again.
Thank you.
She is in a long wine-colored dress that looks to be a little bit cleaned up from the last time you saw her. I actually have a picture from Luna, which I'll pull up
Oh,
so
yeah.
to make it easier.
And she was, like, mid-20s.
Put a cannon on the front of it.
Late 20s.
Yeah,
late
so
20s,
This
yeah.
is like the seat where you would sit here. But like this
Do like
part's
a bench.
silvered. Yeah. But we just mount a cannon at the front. Uh-huh.
Do like
That is Ophelia.
ropes, like
Gotcha.
ropes.
Okay, yeah, so it's similar to the artwork.
So
I'd seen
like I was
previously.
thinking like
Yeah, fucking sick.
since it is like a rounded top frame.
Yeah,
we'll
so she's
change
in
it
a
over to, like,
wine-colored
a
dress,
flat-
has a light pink hair,
and we also have more
very
room inside,
bright
too.
blue eyes,
Do
and
like slit windows and
rather
stuff.
large but currently
this
folded
all
to fit in the space
wood.
feathered wings that have an
There'd be like a slatted
white to
window
black
here for
ombre
communication between two
to them
hatched
in
top.
color.
And the black was, like, lower at the tips,
Lower
right?
at the tips
That
of the
is
wings, yeah.
eyeball.
So it fades through the grays down to black at the tips.
True. Yeah, it's like a locked door. Yeah.
Okay.
And she walks in and she looks over, just kind of around the room.
Yeah, I would think genuinely it is kind of like they're huddled disgusting.
Yes.
Like, Cookie's just
He's hey
doing cookie shit.
doing cookie shit. I muted everybody else. Yeah, I'm on it already. And she looks around the room. Hi. Hello. My name is Ophelia.
Yes. Good to see you again, and that you're doing better.
Yes. Thank you very much for rescuing me. I wasn't sure if, well, none of us were, if anyone was going to.
Live.
Yes.
Yeah.
And come find us. It's a rather harrowing experience.
Yeah, Engir and I are unfortunately familiar with the same experience, but it's good to see you safe.
Thank you. I wanted to speak with you in particular, Marcus.
All right.
Your current appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Are you under some sort of curse? Or,
Yes.
Oh, great. Well, not great. I don't mean that in. I don't mean to say that it is great.
Oh no, it's terrible.
I think I can help you.
Yes, we've heard that you have some kind of magical affinity or capacity for alleviating them or mitigating them.
Yes. I believe due to my celestial nature, I am able to withstand curses and plagues a bit more than the normal person. It is not without a cost, and she kind of gestures like at the tips of the wings.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to help people, and if you'll allow it, I would like to try to help you.
You mean pass the curse from me to you?
Yes.
No.
Why not?
My burden to bear? I chose it. It is unjust of me to pass it to you, even if you volunteer for it.
Will you at least let me try to alleviate some of the symptoms of it?
Oh, I mean, if you can do that without harming yourself, certainly.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I mean, again, I get that, like, I'm just meeting her, but in terms of, like, I've also spun some shit. Does this feel like I'm being spun a twisted narrative of, like, yeah, it won't affect me, knowing also that as a person that's lied about how things affect me, does it also feel similar?
Yeah, I'll let you roll insight, but
Yeah.
would make sense.
19.
Yeah, I would say that you can definitely tell that there is at least some semblance of,
Yeah.
Nothing's free,
Yeah.
but it doesn't seem like it's not going to kill her,
Yeah,
obviously. But
absolutely.
nothing comes without a cost.
If you do this, even just in a more minor sense to assist with some of the problems and burdens of it currently, does it still have the same effect to your wings?
Minorly. It's not as if, half of them will become blackened by taking one curse. This is... I've helped a lot of people.
I don't know what experience you have with the curses of other people, but this one feels rather ancient. And I do not know if that signifies a greater sense of power attached to it that would then, well, cause more harm to you than others.
It is possible that it will. Old curses and things of that nature are not something that I have an intimate familiarity with. But it's not something that is instant. It depends on how it's bound to the person.
This one's through a weapon.
Oh, I have been able to remove weapon-based curses before. But at least if you'll let me try. It's not something that will happen instantly. If it becomes too painful or too problematic, I can stop. It's not an instantaneous switch. It's sort of like a jar full of sand.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gradual thing.
Mm-hmm.
Here, stick out your hands. I promise I won't take more than I can bear.
No, I believe you.
And it will at least give me some information on what the curse is. At least some sort of knowledge that might be able to help you.
It feels hard to accept help for the rack that I have been given, but thank you. I'll put one hand out.
She grabs your hand in both of her hands, and she closes her eyes for a moment, and you feel a warming sensation as her wings kind of ripple, as if like wind is being blown through grass. And she sits for a moment, and the air in the room almost grows still, as if you're being like pulled out. This talking of your friends about what to do with the wagon, and Cookie kind of humming to himself just fades to a dull murmur. And you just feel as if you are standing in an almost empty space, aside from the feeling of your hand in hers, and you hear just a crackling fire far off in the distance. And her eyes flick open for a moment, and she lets go of your hands. I don't normally... People with smaller, more curable curses, I don't take from them. Things that people can get cured from, from any cleric. Because it worries me what the effect will have. I don't want to take too much, in the sense that one day I might change or explode from all of these curses, and I'm not sure what effect that would have on the people around me. I only take more serious cases. I can't take your curse, not because I don't want to. It's not just bound to that weapon. If it were, I would be able to at least remove some of these effects from you. But it is entwined with your spirit. It's something that you have to cleanse. You have to be ready to cleanse it.
Yeah.
In order to cleanse yourself. You and the blade are one and the same now. In order to cleanse yourself, you have to cleanse the weapon.
As expected. As I said, my burden to bear.
I am terribly sorry.
No. No need.
But I can help you. Hold on a moment, and she reaches into like the folds of her dress and pulls out a small leather bag that she pulls open, and pulls out a silver chain with the bottom of it having several of her feathers, completely white, stranded through it. And she holds it out. Please take this.
Yeah, I mean, I would let her, like, dangle it over my wrist so, like, it falls down to, like, the middle part of it.
That is made from my feathers.
Yeah.
They will, when you are ready, it will help you cleanse the blade. It's not something that will It won't do it for you.
No.
But I can tell that the thing inside of you, it will want to fight you, and it will want to take over.
Yeah.
But I can tell that you are a good man. And while I can't cure you, I can at least make it a little bit better.
Thank you. I need nothing more.
I only ask, you will not be able to remove that necklace.
This?
Yes.
Why?
It acts as a focus for when you are able to cleanse it. It's something that will focus that into your spirit to heal it. You have to leave it on so that way whatever holes have been burned away will be restored. It's the cost of a curse as ancient as this.
Understood.
If I might ask a favor of all of you. Might I travel with you? I would like to start out on my own. I've never really had my own life, and I would like to get as far away from this place as possible.
Where are you from?
I was originally my family is from the kingdom known as God's Door, far to the south.
Say your family's from there, but what about you?
I grew up in Yathelna, and my father was a duke there, and I was meant to be married off to another family. But they killed my father.
You say they.
This other family.
The family you were supposed to be wed to?
Yes.
Why?
I believe I was the intended target. Not him.
I'm very sorry for your loss. Do you know where your mother is?
I never met her. I believe she was left behind.
In God's Door?
Or didn't make it. My father wouldn't say. But I would like to help more people, and there is a lot of... I left behind so much when I was taken. There were people that I had to cure, and I can't bear the thought of leaving them to their own devices. So many families broken. If I don't return.
Back to Yathalna.
Hmm.
Well, I do not speak for all of us, but in terms of assisting you as an escort, we can guarantee your safety to the best of our ability across the Mistlands and into Yathalna and deliver you to wherever you would like to go.
I am only on the border, so if you're traveling north still, it will be an easy pass to drop me off.
Well, I'm not opposed. I doubt anyone else would be. Going to say no one else is opposed.
All right. Thank you.
Of course. What was your father's name? Grumbumble.
My father's name was Leonidas.
Duke Leonidas.
Yes.
How long ago?
Did he pass?
Yeah.
5 years. That's really when my fascination with curses started.
After his passing?
Yes.
Why?
Circumstances around his death.
Did it take time then for him to die?
No, it not to die, no.
Do you think that something was given to him that cursed him? That was meant to be given to you?
Yes, yes. I know that it was.
What was it?
A necklace. Not the one I
Similar to the one you just
No.
gave me?
No.
Who? Okay, given from the other family?
Yes. This necklace, and she pulls from around her neck a very long golden chain on which sits a swirling glass pendant filled with a smoke similar to the orbs that you had seen within Jondar's house floating above, but much smaller.
Okay.
And more ornate.
Who were you to be married to?
One of the Blackflowers from the neighboring kingdom.
Do you know who? Mm-hmm.
Name was Kerem. Kerym. The second.
Well. I am sorry for the wickedness your father and you experienced. Obviously, we have a directly invested interest in hunting down and eliminating Blackflowers whenever we have a chance to.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. We will do our best to provide a, as I said, safe and comfortable journey across the Mistlands to wherever you would like to go. With our ideas in mind, it will take us a few days to prepare make some upgrades and defensive measures to the wagon. So if there are any loose ends you have around here or people you would like to say farewell to, well, you have a few days to gather your things.
Thank you. Thank you all. I will do my best to be a good traveling companion.
All that we ask is you stay safe and watch over Cookie.
I don't know who that is.
Look at that guy.
Oh, hello. Hey, I'm Cookie. How you doing? I am all right, thank you.
Keep him safe.
Okay. I can do that.
Thank you. Cookie, keep her safe.
You got it.
Problem solved.
She's gonna. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
She'll step out of the room.
Yeah. How goes the wagon planning, friends?
We have an idea.
Good. That's
We
very
have
good.
a list,
Good.
and we have an idea.
That's great.
We do this.
You can draw.
You can write.
All right. I mean, that's excellent. We want that.
We can
See?
build.
I saw part of it. You all are leaving?
Who's speaking?
Elena.
What's going on? Where are you? What do you want?
Whom are you to speak to me, the Hunter Beasley?
In roughly a few days, we have some things to gather, and I've some sort of battle wagon to build.
I figured you wouldn't be staying long. Where are you all headed?
To North Pass, as Cookie has suggested, to fetch a guide to ferry us across the Mistlands to get into Yathelna and kill some more Blackflowers. How about you?
Here, presumably.
That's right.
There's a lot more people that need rescuing.
Yes.
And, if there's anything that I can offer you, of course, whatever you need for your journey, assistance with your cart, I can have men assist with the chopping of trees.
Thank you.
We have resources.
Please, yes.
We have shopping list.
Of course.
Some of
we
these
can-
things we might not be able to get here. I think a lot we'll have to.
Yes, whatever we
Wait.
can reasonably obtain for you, we will.
Yes.
You mentioned that you will be looking for a guide. You will absolutely need a guide
Yes.
across. North Pass does have a litany of guides.
Okay.
How do
that
the
offer
guides
their
get across?
services?
Do they just
Um,
know the way?
Yes, most of them have been doing this a long time. I'm not sure how that started, or I don't know if there was like a first
First boy?
guide, but a first boy.
Yes.
How does one know if one is a successful guide?
You get
If
there?
they make it back alive.
Yeah, if you get there.
If the guide comes back alive?
Yes.
What is to say the guide is not simply murdering people in wood?
I
Who
mean, I
checks
sort of-
credential is what I'm saying here. System of checks and balances.
Papers, please.
God damn it! It's just like papers, please!
I presume there are people within North Pass that might have information about, which guides are reliable. I suppose you're right. People could just be murdering people in the woods.
Yes, the guy could be a werewolf that has disguised himself
Right.
as a normal man.
But
That would
see,
explain all the werewolves.
They would need to murder us first to get away with it.
True. Well, we can't be murdered.
No, we can't.
See? We're safe.
100% murder free.
But there are absolutely reliable guides.
Do you have any you'd recommend?
I've not traveled across the Mistlands in some time. Most of what we've done has been local. Let me ask around. I'll see if I can find a name for you.
Thank you.
Does anybody make it across without a guide? I guess the guides would.
Yes, but they've done it before. They know the path. It is incredibly difficult to do without a guide. I would not recommend it. It's very easy to get turned around and lost. You might think that you're going one direction, but without being able to really see the sun, it is very hard to tell even cardinal directions.
Just in case our guide gets stolen by a werewolf.
Ah, I see. Perhaps two guides.
Or a tree. That can happen, apparently.
We simply bring along a cardinal, and the cardinal tells us where to go.
I also think the more guides we take, the more guides we have to watch over, and the more we
Yes.
just risk losing.
I think just the one guide, but they
Sounds
are
expensive.
definitely comfortable with the process. I think to know what to look out for.
Certainly.
Has anyone ever flown over the Mistlands?
Mm,
You have to go through the
We
trees.
could make flying battle wagon.
How long does the lemon take?
We get halfway over the Mistlands in the fucking cart.
Going to need some sort of.
I think I
It
just have to
starts
redo
blinking.
it once an hour, if I remember right.
Mhm.
Or no, it's once every
The
10
cart
minutes.
starts blinking.
Every 10 minutes it just starts falling out of the sky.
I don't think anyone has done that. We don't really have any way to fly over. Birds do, of course, but
If the birds can do it, so can we.
Hire a lot of birds.
If the birds can do it, so can bats.
10,000 pigeons.
Lots of balloons.
50,000 pigeons.
One guide, one wagon.
50 pigeons.
50 pigeons.
There's several ideas.
Thank you.
of course. It is highly likely during your journey, since you are heading to one of the Elven kingdoms, you will likely pass through the ruins of the old city of Xanthanas.
Oh, the burned library place?
Yes. It's one of the only reasonably populated areas. A lot of researchers journey there to try to find things, people that are interested in old relics and things of that nature. There's a town about halfway through called Duskbrook. located nearby to the old ruins.
Dusk. What is this town like?
I've never been.
Filled with werewolves.
So we're going to be stopping.
Or
So live there. Not all werewolf could be bad.
exactly.
They could be friends. We don't know. We've never met a
Try
werewolf.
singing to werewolf.
All right, so North Pass into the Mistlands, nearby the ruins of Santhanus, the town of Dusk.
Yes, that is the halfway point.
Okay.
It's basically dead center of the landmass, which if you're going for efficiency, you will probably pass through.
Okay.
We are nothing if not efficient.
Yeah.
That'll be a question for your guide, of course.
Absolutely. We'll probably make the well. You know how many days it is to cross the Mistlands? 3, 5, 9.
How many days?
I don't know. She would know. I think here. Or Twig. Did Twig have to cross also? Theoretically.
Yes, Twig and Mr. Pigeon both crossed with the circus. I would say that it took you 4 days. It's a shorter distance. It really should only take 2.5, but because of the treacherous terrain, it takes closer to 4.
Okay. So then, after roughly 2 days of journey, we should expect to see Dustbrook.
Yes.
Okay. That means for the first day and the third day, we'll be theoretically camping out in the wagon.
How far are we from
North Pass?
North Pass?
You're a couple days journey, which we obviously can just fast forward through that part of the journey because you guys are fairly far south in Arbor at this point.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are. Yeah, if you're looking at the map, you guys are like southeast. If you start at the center and go southeast a little bit, you guys are there because you would have come over and passed around
Okay.
Goldview, which obviously you guys took a different path and did not go near it directly. But yeah, it'll take a little bit.
Okay. Well, you say that you need more people rescued? People on that side?
Not currently. But there are just people around generally that will need escorting. I'm sure we will
Certainly.
at some point make our way back over there, but
Certainly. I know it's difficult to get message across the Mistlands, but obviously, well, if you do need anything,
thank you. It's not impossible to get word across. There are services,
certainly.
bird mail and all that.
Good. Well, they fly over the Mistlands, so
Exactly.
there's no
It's
problem.
much easier.
Yes, reasonable. Very good.
Whatever you need, your list, whatever we can obtain, we will. The rest, I assume, you'll be able to pick up.
Yes.
But we will provide what gold we have in order to, finance your expedition across.
Thank you. An
I-
investment in the solving of the Blackflower problem.
Yes, it does not even begin to repay or quantify my thanks for all that you've done, but thank you all immensely for everything.
You're very welcome.
I'm glad we could help.
It is simply just a job that needs to be done. I'm glad we are here to do it.
I feel the same about a lot of things in life. It's why I work hard doing what I do. Everyone deserves a chance at freedom. Marcus, I just want you to know your father would be very proud of you, the man you've become. I know he was, at least when I knew him, rather stoic. And I'm not sure if he said it. I hope that he did. But I know that he would be.
Yeah. Thank you. You taught me well.
A very good man.
I'm glad you got to know him when you did.
As am I. And I'm very glad that I got to meet you and to know you as well.
I look much different now.
Yes. More grown up and a lot taller.
Yes. Bigger, one might say. Thank you for noticing.
Yes. It's possible not to. You're nude all the time. You're just shirtless constantly.
I want to enjoy the sun. Alright? Can't be bothered to let it pass over me without enjoying it. Speaking of which, I'm going to go outside and enjoy the sun. I'm going to take my shirt off and walk away.
Sure. If any of you need anything, please let me know.
We have a list.
Very good.
Some things might be sourced here, some things may need to be sourced.
Sure. If you could get me that sooner rather than later, I can send for it. I know it will take a few days to make whatever arrangements you need with your cart, but I'll want to make sure that we get people sent out to fetch whatever we can as soon as possible.
I like tear it out of my little
Sure.
book. It's a little soggy. I spilled some stuff on it.
Not a problem. I'll work on this. I'll also send people outside to assist with the wood cutting.
Hmm?
We can go help with that too.
Thank you.
Yes.
And she'll walk out. Marcus has walked out.
Hmm?
So it's the four of you in here. But I know some of you are then going outside to
Mhm.
cut and stuff. Yep.
Dandelion's gonna grab a bunch of scones
Mm-hmm.
and go upstairs and out to help with the wood cutting.
Pigeon Twig, do you think you could procure me some skulls? Various kinds. Animal, human, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like Waggett would look so much more badass with it. Let them know that we mean business.
Are those on the drawing?
They're not yet.
Okay. Not until we know we can procure them.
Yeah. But I think we have good plan running. Dandelion makes good point too with the bells that she mentioned. And should any of us get taken, you don't need to signal. We will just hear them.
I have one for everybody, but I want them back.
It will be considered loan, yes. And did you have anything you would like to add to the shop list?
I don't think people can get me what I'm looking for.
Maybe we'll ask around town when we get there. Excellent. Well, I am off to go assist with the fortification of our wonderful wagon. And I grab my drink and head outside.
Sure.
I want to go outside and just scope around, see what's around.
Sure. Yeah. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Nothing specific.
Okay.
Just anything that catches my eye.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me.
I feel like you need a table for Twig.
Twig table.
Yeah. Just a bunch of trinkets.
Big things, little things,
Yes.
shiny stuff, rotten stuff.
13.
Various.
13. Okay.
Dead.
Yeah, you walk outside and you look at the outside of this building and just around the trees, and you just kind of stand back and inspect the building. I would say that the first thing that catches your eye is there are a couple cannonballs that are next to this like large cannon outside of the building, just by virtue of it being a circular object and you are a cat. There's also some small like figures lining the outside of the windows, just like small little carved figurines of a couple different animals and like a couple different people shapes, vaguely people shaped, sort almost like a chess set, but not quite there. And there's also a couple like bloody teeth on the ground from bar fights that presumably would have happened.
The figurines.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna take my bag off and open it up and scoop them.
Yeah, there's like 20 to 30 figurines
Maybe 30.
that you just.
Do you all at once, or do you tap each one individually?
All at once.
Yeah, so you guys see Twig just walk up to the windows outside of the tavern as all of you have gone upstairs. See that there are figurines lining the windows and just all into the bag.
And of course I take the teeth.
Yep, absolutely.
And then how big are the cannonballs?
They're small. It's a pretty small
Tiny,
cannon.
tiny.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they're pretty small.
How many?
There's a stack of. $13.
15. I'm gonna take 2.
Okay. Yeah, you take the top one off and one of the side ones.
I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna climb a tree and I'm gonna sit in the tree.
Okay, just with 2 small cannonballs.
And small cannonballs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Twig climbs into a tree nearby. Close to the building or like further off?
Like close, but
Okay.
like I can see the building,
Okay,
but I'm
sure. Where are you
In
watching?
the-
Are you watching like away from the building to see if people approach, or are you watching the building in case there's anything that you
I'm doing circles.
just on a swivel, just
Yeah.
looking around? Okay, so you're on alert right now.
High alert.
Okay.
I'm gonna crack my cannonballs.
Like some kind of scary bird.
Okay.
is
Yeah.
that?
Sure.
What are these threatening noises from the tree?
Yeah. Make an investigation check or a perception check for me, and then I'll come back to that. See if anything happens.
13.
13? Okay. We'll come back to that. Yeah, so everyone is now outside. I presume planning.
Oh, I'm going to don my logging shorts.
Oh, very of course. Yep.
Is that your
what's
change of
wr-
clothes?
Yeah, get some deep stretches.
What's written on the back?
Ooh,
On the ass.
ooh. Ooh, it's definitely on one cheek and the other cheek, one word on each, and it just says "fell this."
Very good.
Yep, and get some deep squats.
Some deep squats.
Get some lunges in. Some good vertical stretches. I'm gonna grab my axe.
Very good.
Then I'm gonna go get my logging axe. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go to wherever there might be some trees that I will not be bothersome to the tavern if I fell a couple, and begin the process of whatever the fuck you guys made.
Dandelion's going to get one of her daggers and start sawing at a tree.
Sure. Yeah, you just A different one than Marcus is chopping?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Wait.
I would like to
What?
attempt to wrestle a tree to the ground.
Absolutely make a strength check.
How do you read what that says?
With the light. Oh, that's a 19 on the die. Come on. Why were you reloaded? What was going on? 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, 23.
Okay, roll a d4.
4.
Okay. Yeah, so you watch Marcus walk over to a tree and start hacking at it with his axe. Dandelion walks up to a different one, like a smaller one, and just starts sawing at it with her very small knife. And you just
even serrated?
No.
not remotely.
Dandelion's never chopped down a tree.
No, but
before.
like it's just gonna.
You said the pointy things work against trees. So
They do.
She's doing her best.
And you crack your knuckles, crack your neck, walk up to a tree and just bear hug it and just start wrestling back and forth. And you don't make much progress at first because it's a tree. But then you...
Then I really start wearing him down.
Yeah, you really... It's like, hey, I'm sorry, man.
The tree's just like catching his breath. I give up.
I've got a family tree, please don't hurt me.
I've got a maple and some saplings. We're good, honest trees, I swear. Let them watch. Don't have to do this.
I'm not a pollinator. I don't affect your health, please.
He became a weeping willow really quick.
I can't uproot my family. Jesus Christ.
That's really good. No, it doesn't speak, but it does creak as you wiggle this back and forth, and you can see that the roots are kind of pulling out of the ground a little bit, where you're not fully breaking it or anything, but you definitely after a while collapse enough of it to be able to just push the tree over.
Is that how you knock down trees?
No. But it could be for Andir. I mean,
Guess
there's
so.
nothing with helping me process the wood.
Oh. Head rush. Stood up too quickly.
Andir, we need to fell 12 tweez.
Tweeze.
My family, please.
To the tweez.
Sorry, I've been listening to the saplings for too long.
I'm gonna go try and fight another tree.
Good luck,
I
buddy.
guess.
Wait.
Yeah, Artemis walks over with an axe. Heard you all could use some help with tree felling.
They're not felons. They're good, innocent trees. We've gone over this.
The tweez.
Felling trees.
Yes. Oh, yes. Well, of course, if you would like to fell a tree.
Absolutely.
Please, thank you. We will need, based upon the adjustments and accommodations for the wagon, probably 3 to 4 trees. Depending on, well, I don't know what fucking size the trees actually are.
They're pretty big. The one Endgear knocked over was not a massive tree. It was sizable, but it...
Sure.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
That was a huge tree.
It's how you use the wood.
Yeah, so we probably need 4 trees.
Yeah, he walks over to another one and starts hacking into the tree with his own axe.
Very good, man. No, I would just enjoy the sun and enjoy the sounds of felling timber again. It feels like home.
Yeah.
Just like that.
God damn it!
Just
Mr.
like
Pigeon, what are you
that.
up to?
I'm just gonna relax and watch.
Sure.
I don't think my 8 strength is gonna help with these
No,
trees.
probably not.
So
Do you have a drink or anything, or are you just are
Like a
you
little umbrella.
standing watching,
No,
or are you
I'll
sitting
find
somewhere?
somewhere to
You
sit.
T-posing?
A nice iced tea, lemonade.
yeah, I'll find somewhere to sit down with my scone and
Sure.
just observe in the shade.
Sure.
A nice relaxed morning for Mr. Pigeon.
What are you drinking, if anything?
whatever. What was there?
Milk.
Just
Okay.
breakfast stuff, coffee.
Okay. Yeah.
Bring my coffee and scone outside.
Okay. Twig, the thing I think that you would notice is that Mr. Pigeon is drinking black coffee. So.
I'm gonna chuck a cannonball in his head.
Sure, make an attack roll.
Kill him.
They're tiny, thankfully. They're small cannonballs.
You just don't kill someone.
In real life, yes. In D&D, if they're a
He
commoner,
has
you
hit points.
definitely could.
14.
This is my AC.
Does it match him? How far away is she?
I mean, she said she was close enough to the building that she could see everything, but not like right next to it. So
60 feet.
yeah, so it's hard for you to hurl this cannonball with accuracy because it matches his AC. I'll say that you see him drinking the black coffee and just like your eyes narrow and you just hurl this cannonball in his direction and it like scrapes over his shoulder and slams into the building behind him and then falls to the ground. And you just look in the direction of...
Yeah, Sal glance up at what tried to hit me with a cannonball.
The birds.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Slowly just slide a little further away.
Just leave a dent in the wood.
Absolutely, it did, yeah. Yeah, it had some force behind it. But otherwise, you don't see too much. Nobody approaches the building. You can hear the sounds of like some carriages on the road off through the trees, but it's the tree line is thick enough that you don't see anything. But you don't hear anyone like rustling through the trees or approaching. It seems fairly well covered.
I want to sneak out of my tree
Okay.
and try to grab another cannonball,
Okay.
and then find a different tree.
Different tree. Sure. Yeah. Make a stealth check. Yeah. What's everybody's perceptions? Whoever sees it sees it.
Oh, I'm cutting wood.
Yeah.
I'm very focused. Yeah.
I'm fighting.
Mr. Pigeon.
My passive is 17.
Okay. Yeah. So you see Twig like. If you'd like to describe how you creep amongst the trees over to the building as
I'm
as a
gonna
cat.
like crawl,
Okay.
like belly to the ground,
Okay.
and just like
Like army crawl.
yeah,
Okay.
grab another cannonball and then just like
I like to picture us in an open field, like she's just still crawling through the grass, like very plainly visible in front of this building.
Just make a mental note of the direction she goes in.
Yep.
Try and keep a tree between me and that direction.
I'm gonna make eye contact with him, but then I'll close my eyes as I.
So that if
I
you can't see him,
Yeah.
he can't see you either. Yeah. Yes, you look up at him as you grab the cannonball, and then you just close your eyes and turn around and head back in a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You guys continue, felling the trees and assembling your wagon of doom in order to prepare it for
The Doom
the
Wagon.
doom wagon for the next day or the day after journey.
Yeah, no, however long it takes. I mean, that's pretty much what I would devote all of my hours of wakefulness to the labor, because it seems like this is a pretty intense wagon we've got constructed.
Sure is.
Do you have a list of things that you did want?
Yes. So what we have is... Actually, I'll just hand you this.
Okay, just so I can tell you what things I could reasonably get you now.
Here you go.
We're gonna need some weed whackers, as we so called them.
Wood, obviously, yes.
Yeah.
ropes, you'd be good with. I'll just check mark next to the ones that you guys are good with.
Yeah.
It's so cold.
Oh, it's great down here.
Headband is cold.
Mm-hmm. It's great down here. Ooh, Dandelion, I've also been thinking.
Yes.
Based upon the strength of Engir, I think it would be worth it for you to practice some martial arts with Engir.
There's a problem with that.
Yes, the small stuff.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah, I don't mean like, I think, side by side. He show you punch, you mimic punch. Not that you would actually spar against him.
Did you see the gem on the list?
Yeah, that would be a no also.
Okay.
That's stuff that we'd have to go try and find
Yeah,
in
you'd have to
town.
get in North Pass, yeah.
Yeah, you said the stuff that's check marked is a yes.
Yes, and the little X's are
Snacks?
a no.
Oh, snacks, yes.
We need snacks.
Snacks, you're good too.
Snacks.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if because
Cookie's gonna hook us up.
Yeah, you're covered on snacks.
We got snackies.
But yeah, like you could get or make the spears. You don't have the silvering for your weapons or for that.
Cool.
Conveniently, I have all this powdered silver.
Interesting.
That's on our list.
Not for silvering weapons, though. We thought merely is to just
Yeah, blow in their eyes.
Oh,
put it in a balloon.
I'm gonna really make great use out of
Silver flower balloon grenades.
these. Literally a holy hand grenade. Literally a holy hand grenade.
1, 2, 5.
Did the book say anything about holy water?
That was the other question I had. Yeah, was if there was any like weaknesses or things that, like.
I feel like I've used holy water.
yeah, I would say that holy water is definitely in the list of things that are good for vampires. Nothing for werewolves. It doesn't do anything to werewolves, but for vampires, yes, absolutely.
Holy water balloon.
There you go.
There's your holy hand
This is a
grenade.
very creative group.
Yeah. So if you guys don't have anything else, we can fast forward to the cart being complete, unless there's something in particular or an NPC you want to talk to about anything. Otherwise, we can fast forward.
No, I mean, I would want to,
Nearly
at times, try to have, like, other additional conversations with Ophelia just about more connections for her family tree and her history and things like that. But
Sure.
that's easily enough something that you can just, like, message me about. Because it's like, I don't know to what degree the entirety of me pressing Ophelia about the death of her father and history
Yeah.
within Ythalna, like, where she lived, what the city is like, the layout of the city, the rulership within Ythalna, because she didn't say where in there, like the kingdom. I don't know whether or not the kingdom has a castle, whether or not she lived within,
Sure.
just general outline of her experiences within Ythalna.
Sure. Yeah. If you just message me what things you're looking for,
Yeah.
just so I can make sure that I have that.
Yeah.
It's also something that you guys while traveling can talk through
about,
Also,
yeah.
just so we have it on camera.
Camera,
For
yeah.
recorded
Mhm.
stuff.
I'll spend some amount of the downtime casting ceremony on water to make holy water if I can.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because that seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
So I'll get buckets of water and bottle it up.
Yeah.
Swap the ceremony.
So once we do the rest for today, moving into the next day, this will be day 2 of assembling the cart. The one thing that I will say that all of you notice is that Dandelion looks exhausted.
As the days are passing, you mean?
The next day, it looks like she has not slept. She looks tired. So you guys work on the cart for the rest of the day, go to sleep, wake up the next morning. Dandelion does not look rested at all.
Like while we're inside the tavern.
Yep.
Okay.
Late night.
Night was late.
Typically is. Comes after day.
Yeah.
More nightmare.
Nope.
Why would the horse visit you in the night?
I mean, let's not be judgmental. No, that's good to hear.
No nightmare? Just bad sleep? Or you look awful.
No nightmare.
Okay.
That's good. We're gonna go out and cut down some trees.
Yep, absolutely. Cut down more trees. You do more ceremony stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to, I guess, find some silver as well. 'Cause it costs silver, and I don't want to use all of my own. So I'll
Sure.
spend some of my downtime looking for some silver to use.
Sure. Yeah, I would say that there's like plates and things you can steal out of the kitchen.
Yeah. Anything that doesn't seem like super important.
Yeah.
Maybe a fork here or there.
Yeah,
Whatever.
absolutely.
But try to find some silver to turn into to get some more holy water going.
Sure.
I do have powdered silver as a genuine thing.
Okay.
Yeah, from when I broke my one mirror.
Yep. Twig, what would day 2 consist of for you?
I'm gonna look for bones for the cart.
Okay. What kind of bones? People bones or animal bones?
Any bones.
Okay.
Not discriminatory.
Oh.
She goes to the local
Oh,
cemeteries.
As a genuine thing, do you want to find a cemetery? Or do you want to ask someone where bones might be? Or you just
I'm
like...
not asking.
Okay, yeah, no speaking. God forbid.
Where's the bone man?
I mean, if I find a cemetery and there's no one there, then
Free.
I will take advantage
Sure.
of it. But
Yeah, make a...
Sanitary.
Yeah. make an investigation
I will
check.
take advantage of it is a funny way to word commit a crime, probably.
I will deface these graves.
I got a 20.
Got him.
Yeah, I would say that...
Oh, there's one right here.
well, I mean, genuinely, deeper into the woods behind the tavern, there's a little like a dip as this a very small like valley where a lake or a river might have been, and there are headstones there.
Start digging.
Yeah.
Like a tiny little gravesite.
Just grave
Yep.
robbing.
Yep. Yeah, you get a 2 skeletons worth of bones in whatever variety you might want. Endgear, what is your day?
So I would continue with the cart. Continue with cart helping. I would also try to track down, I didn't list it on the thing, I would be looking for if they had any sort of like iron bars or iron spikes or anything. Like some
Iron spikes they definitely have for like pitons.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd be able to get some a couple of pitons.
If you
Which you
need
can
pitons,
sharpen.
I'm your man.
Oh, I would
Valid.
do they have any sort of like smithing equipment nearby?
No,
No?
not here.
No, okay.
You need smithing equipment, I'm your man.
No. If I would just collect up the iron then.
Okay.
Just keep it. I would try to find like any sort of like bits of metal laying around, old armor or anything like that that's been discarded or trashed or anything like that, just
Sure.
to help with like reinforcing parts of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. Yeah, you grab a handful of iron, some pitons and stuff like that, and start reinforcing the cart. Anybody else of things of importance on this day? Dandelion, are you doing anything in particular? Are you still sawing at a tree?
I mean, I imagine that all of the trees that would have needed to have been cut down will have been cut down at this point. So
Mhm.
Dandelion will help with whatever.
Yeah,
Finer.
treating the wood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe like
fine.
stripping the bark and stuff.
Mhm.
Which Artemis would, if you're trying to reinforce this, I can fire treat it, or make it stronger, less susceptible to water.
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you.
And he just, breathes fire at a bit of a distance to kind of char the exterior of the wood to protect it and strengthen it.
Yeah.
I'm painting flames on the side of it now.
It's
fire treated.
We have a fucking go-kart.
Bum, bum, beep.
Yeah, so you guys would then proceed into the next day. Dandelion, roll a d20 for me,
Okay.
please.
Disadvantage?
Nope.
20.
Okay. Yeah. You all wake up the next morning, and Dandelion looks more tired, and you have another point of exhaustion. She looks even worse, struggling to keep her eyes open, and just really as bad as you've ever seen her look, with just really like almost weepy eyes. Her eyes are bloodshot. She looks really bad.
Just push a cup of coffee down.
What is happening to you? You, Oh, I know. It's a boy, isn't it? No.
It's a boy?
I think Dandelion is thinking about a boy and staying up all night.
Oh. Happens to the best of us.
I've
We're
read
gonna do
it.
some stretches and go have to work on the card.
I read it in the scroll before. Daily Town Crier, you know. It was
No.
called something like Peasant Beat. You sure everything is fine? You don't look fine.
Bit tired. Drink some of the coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it helps. You still feel unwell.
Go about my day, helping
Yeah.
with the cart building
Mm-hmm.
very slowly.
Very good. Yeah, you guys continue building this cart, and I would say at this point, about halfway through the day is when you would finish the construction of the cart.
Cool. Gaze upon the beauty of whatever the fuck you drew. Never before have I ever built anything in my life so absurdly magnificent. Very proud of all of us.
It
Good work,
looks,
Dandelion. I'm gonna slap you on the back really hard.
She's gonna fall over.
Good night.
It looks good. It's not quite finished, but we are close.
You alright down there?
She'll stand up.
Demons are weird, huh?
They're really scary.
Yeah.
Is Dandelion a demon now?
No.
Not a demon. Just me.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way that we could help? Like currently? I mean, I could put you to sleep, but it wouldn't be fun.
That's okay.
Okay. Offer a stance. Marcus? Roll my fist up. You want sleep?
Oh, no, it's still pretty early. Maybe later. Thank
Okay.
you, though.
I guess we should gather up whoever's coming.
Yeah, we know that it's a couple days to North Pass. We should gather Ophelia. Make sure that we've got all our snacks and provisions packed. Get ready to go!
Should get going
Tomorrow morning,
in the morning.
we should sleep. Get some good rest. It's great for all of us. I know I'd be... We'll give another good deep stretch. I know I'd be exhausted after all this labor, but thank God I'm used to it. That's why you're so tired. You're just not used to all this labor. You felled a lot of trees. You'll take a few days to recover.
There's one tree with just like
Yeah, some cuts into
just
it.
some cuts into it.
Yep. Well, we all learn different paces. You'll feel better tomorrow, I'm certain of it. Now that there's no more very intense, grueling physical labor to be done.
No more trees to cut.
No more trees to cut. I'm gonna go get Cookie and figure out dinner.
Yeah, you head back inside, and Cookie comes out of the kitchen and just wipes his brow. Oh, I've been cooking for 2 days straight to make sure we have enough food.
A lot of dried pig.
So much.
That's good.
Much.
Love a good dried pig.
It's dried. I've got a ton of stock broth powdered that I can, reconstitute so that way I can rehydrate the pork with some nice flavors and things. I've got some other dried meats. I've got a lot of vegetables cut and dried as well. A lot of dried things because we're going to be traveling a lot.
Of course.
Hopefully we have water. Otherwise, it'll all just be dried.
Well, we can take some buckets with us.
Yeah, it's okay. Even if it's not, you just eat the dried stuff. It's still good. There's good flavors that I impart in the stuff. But, were you looking for me anyway?
Oh, yeah, Cookie, do you know any foods or drinks or anything like that can make someone fall asleep?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Can you put all of it in Dandelion's food this evening?
Yes, I can.
And then all of it in her drink as well.
Yes, absolutely.
You're the best, Cookie.
You got it. Hey.
You have that conversation in front of Dandelion?
No,
He wanted
inside and
inside.
got Cookie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I make some good, sleeping, some good sleeping cookies. They're so decadent that you just fall asleep.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'll remember that, Cookie.
Sleeping cookies.
Yeah.
All right.
If you're really tired, it's a good dessert.
That's great.
Yeah.
A lot of cookies for Dandelion, then.
All right.
All right.
What else do you want for dinner, anyway?
Oh, well, I mean, it's a joyous celebration of us leaving.
Could do like a bunch of grilled fish and meats and vegetables.
That sounds good.
All right.
Twig likes fish raw, though.
Yeah, of course. I won't grill hers.
Yeah.
I'll make sure that it's wobbling around.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's the way she likes it.
Yep. I forget. It is in a bucket of water or just like flopping around. I can't remember what.
I
And
feel
he's
like
gonna-
the times I've seen them, they've not been in water in the bucket.
All right. He's gonna walk over to the window and open the window. Hey, Twig. I'm making dinner. Fish. Do you want it like swimming around or just flapping about? What's you don't have to. You could just give me like a signal or something. You don't have to say anything. The first one?
She just nods! In the tree! Just nods!
Give him a thumbs up.
You want the first one? All right. Hey. Thank you. All right. I'll have that ready.
On the food.
Close the window.
Great, now the fish has a cough.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'll get that made up for you, and we'll have a nice send-off dinner.
Thank you, Cookie.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Make sure we gather all of our friends that they may enjoy the meal with us.
All right. Good. All right, I'm gonna go cook. So, and then we'll get everybody together.
Thank you, Cookie.
Hey! And he walks back into the kitchen.
While you guys were having that conversation, I would have asked Twig, did you find the bones?
Open my bag.
Good. You care to spare some from this? You can keep whatever extras.
I'll just dump my all
Just
the-
two full bodies out.
Yeah, 2 bodies worth of bones. Also a ton of figurines and
It's like 30 figurines.
Yeah.
15 rocks.
I would start picking out. I would take the 2 skulls that are there. Nice to meet you. This one's not nice. We'll get to be friends. Set them on the front seat. Now I'll grab a handful of bones and start just like taking twine and just tying bones on all
Sure.
around the cart just to make them just dangle and jingle around and
yeah,
whatnot.
absolutely. No subtlety.
No. And I would affix the skulls to where the lanterns mount.
Oh, good. Very
So
good.
they would now glow.
Very good. Yeah, which right now you only have the regular lanterns, but you can obviously, when you guys
Upgrade.
get there, you can upgrade.
Yeah.
The other lanterns. So you do that, and you get everything ready, and then Cookie opens the window once more. Dinner is served.
Thank you, Cookie.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
You all have a good night. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Good night, Cookie.
It's very, it's a good thing, sleeping, so, goodbye. See you in the morning.
Is the subtlety of a brick.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna enjoy a fine evening and catch up a little bit more with Evelyn with stories from my father's experiences with meeting her.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Dandelion, roll a d20 for me, please.
Is it magic?
No,
Okay.
it's not. It's just a really good cookie. Just very decadent.
19.
Okay. Yeah, you watch as Dandelion houses like 3 cookies and just nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Just playing with Shimmer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. I would spend most of my evening talking with Evelyn, enjoying the opportunity to hear other stories from my father's time. And then I would want to head to bed early because I would assume we would be leaving around dawn.
Yep.
Oh, I wish Cookie was still awake to sing me that lullaby. I know how much it helps.
It's time to go to sleep.
Yeah, right?
Sleep is sleep.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel the same when it's not his voice.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
I hear my name.
holy shit, yeah, hi, Cookie.
I thought you were
Hey.
sleeping.
I'm a very light sleeper.
Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry, Cookie.
No, it's okay. I just, the smell of the food made its way down to me, so it woke me up.
You should have some food then, Cookie, and go back to bed.
I can do that, if everybody's going to sleep.
Oh, I'm going to sleep. You wanna sing me off, Cookie?
Yeah. Before we do this, anything anybody else would like to do before heading to bed?
I would be sitting at the table eating dinner with Zal's head on my knee. For every couple bites, I'd feed him some and make his jaw close and chomp it up, and then take a sip, and then give him a sip, and there's food all over my knee now.
Yeah. I would say the one story that Evelyn tells you about
Papa?
Papa. There was a point when I visited your family. It was a particularly it was a tough season with weather, with growing for crops and things like that. It was even for the animals. It was tough.
Mm-hmm.
It was a particularly hot year, and the plains lions had gotten closer to the village.
Ah, yes.
And the townsfolk all were worried that something was going to happen because they were, getting closer. But your father, he went out and he...
Talk to the lions?
Yes.
As he usually did?
No, he hunted for a full night. And he brought back meat for them. And
Lion meat?
No.
Papa!
No.
The revered Savannah lions! No!
Boars and things like that.
Oh, well, yeah, fuck those.
And he left, despite your people also needing some of that, he shared with the creatures, with nature.
With the lions?
Yes.
Yes.
He thought that they deserved it as much as your people did.
Yeah.
But not the boars, clearly. They can get fucked. They can die.
What a wild lesson to leave me off with. There was a year it was really hot, and people were hungry. Your dad stayed up all night to kill like 12 pigs, and gave half the meat to the lions. It was cool. Take from this what you will, Marcus.
Good night.
Have a good one, buddy. I'll probably never speak with you again.
That was real cool.
No, all that is to say is that,
Fuck pigs.
your father didn't just see even bad people or things that wanted to harm others, bandits, lions, whatever it might be. He didn't just see them as a necessity that needed to be dealt with.
Yeah.
If there was a way that he could have prevented, he could have just gone and killed all those lions.
Oh, certainly.
Easily.
I mean, yeah.
But he chose to show restraint and share.
Yes.
Same as he did with the bandits. He did what he had to for some of them, and obviously the two of you hunted down your fair share of them. When it grew to the point that it could not
It'd be worked.
it could not be worked, that something had to give.
Mm-hmm.
But he never passed on the opportunity to give up something in order to make sure that someone else had enough.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that be someone coming to your town to do harm or a simple lion.
Mm-hmm.
He was a good man deep down. And I know you know that. But it's one of the most memorable stories that I can think of, other than things that obviously we've, dealt with together.
Mm-hmm.
It was something that I saw him in his element just... It's very easy to just use your strength as a show of force.
Mm-hmm.
And it's another to show restraint in order to protect.
This I know all too well. But thank you.
Of course. Thank you for all that you've done.
I look forward to the day we're able to pass back through the Mistlands to deliver to you great news of the death of all the Blackflowers and continue to make good in this world.
I relish the day that happens again. We will all see each other again at some point. I don't anticipate this to be the last time our paths will cross.
Certainly hope not.
Maybe for some time.
Yes.
But I know that whatever you are all planning to do, that you will succeed. You are stronger together.
Mm-hmm. Never once fail.
Please be safe. I will be there to see you off in the morning.
Thank you. I'm going to collect any of my dessert pieces and gather them off and stow away to the slumbery chamber and just house some scones beneath the sheets.
Yeah.
That's what they're calling it.
Yeah, dude.
His house at scones.
Is anybody else doing anything else before bed?
Polish off a keg and feed my skull and go to bed.
Sure. Yeah, Cookie walks in where all of you are sleeping and just... Hello! It's Cookie! I was wondering if after all this time you'd like to sleep, Dandelion, to grow older in the deep. Please make roll a d20 with disadvantage. They say time's supposed to heal ya,
Is this
but
magic?
Dandelion ain't done much sleeping.
Is this magic?
No.
Okay. 10.
Okay. Hello, it's Cookie. It's time to be dreaming, Dandelion, about sleeping in the trees. Hello from the outside. At least I can say that I've tried to make Dandelion go to sleep in the dark of the night. But it don't matter, you're sleepy with stars in the sky, and it is nighttime this time, so not the sun. Good night. And you do fall asleep. After 2 levels of exhaustion, the plus Cookie song and the sleepy cookies was enough to knock you out.
The double cookie sleepiness.
The double Cookie sleepiness. And you...
She was fighting sleep.
Absolutely, immensely. And you wake the next morning, you lose a level of exhaustion. You do not go back down to 0, but you do go back down 1. And you wake successfully. You do not have any nightmares.
She's startled when she wakes up.
Yeah.
Thank God that guy's really good at killing evil things. Edgar!
Somebody say my name.
No, I said Edgar.
Oh, all right.
Good night, Cookie.
Did someone say Cookie?
Yeah. There's Cookie.
Hey,
Oh,
good morning.
oh, look, it's Edgar.
Is it? It's morning.
Yeah, we gotta go. Sun's up.
She didn't come back.
The sun? Oh, the sun always comes back. That's how it works.
Who's back?
The sun. It's back.
It's on my back.
Yeah. No, it's going to be when we're in the wagon.
It's tattooed on my front. It's on my chest.
Oh, you have tattoos?
Yes.
Nice.
What? Where are we? Huh?
We're still in the tavern. We're getting ready to go. Got a big day of journey. Journey time.
Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna go collect all our sacks.
It's a sack man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys gather up your things and head outside to the carriage that awaits you. And Artemis and Evelyn are standing outside to see you off. And Gear,
Kiss him.
come on.
Put his arms down. Then I'll grab him up. He just lifts.
All this tree workout is just squirts him out like a tube of toothpaste, dude.
And I rip him in half. I just love you so much.
Oh, Lord, all right. It just kind of slaps you on the back. You all be safe out there, all right?
Absolutely.
We want to be safe, but we will survive.
He's actually right.
Fair. It's not a safe place to be.
What
Nope.
we're doing is dangerous.
Incredibly.
Holy shit, Dandelion's awake.
I've been awake.
Oh my god. We'll be safe.
Yes. It was an honor to fight by your side.
Yes, it was. You had that crossbow, right?
Yeah.
You guys need a crossbow?
I'm farsighted.
I don't know what that means. Make sure you keep that crossbow safe and by your side.
Of course. And he pulls it from around over his
Holy
back.
shit, or on your back. That's a good spot.
Yes.
Keep her safe.
With my life.
Yeah.
He
I
reaches
thought you
out.
meant the crossbow. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
that's not worth your life. That's just a crossbow.
No, die for it. I don't know, I would shake his hand and give her a hug.
I'm glad I got to know you, even
Kiss
if
her
for a
on the
short
cheek.
time. It's just a feint.
Oh dear, I've killed another.
It was very nice to get to know you all.
It was nice to meet you.
If there's anything that I can do, I'm just a bird mail away.
We'll remember that. You, call for Ophelia? Tell her we're ready?
Yes, of course. She heads back inside. A few moments go by and Ophelia walks out. All ready to go?
Yes.
Thank you again for bringing me with you.
Of course. I would open the wagon door, which hopefully the interior is like opening a bank vault door. Is there seating inside? Did we plan that?
Yeah.
It's just empty.
Just full of
The
weapons
outside
and
looks
food.
awesome. It's just empty inside.
Yeah, I would say that like as you guys built this, you also widened it a bit
Yeah.
because you're going to be spending the most of the time inside of it.
Mm.
Did we put like seats or like cushions down? I guess we don't really have cushions.
Yeah, you
Though
could
I guess
get
we
you
might
could
have
get
had
We
some.
could get cushions.
Yeah,
It's
you
still
could get
just
cushions.
boxes to sit on.
I would say that you also, at the very least, have like lined the seats with the fabric from the roof that you're no longer using because it's now a box. So you've covered that up. There's there's benches along the
We have
longer
like some
sides of it.
fur-lined benches and stuff.
Yep.
Some fur blankies.
Yeah, so it's relatively comfortable to sit and like lean back to where you guys are pretty well protected. You have the hand holds on the side, on the outside as requested, so that way you can hang off of the side of it and stuff. And yeah, Ophelia steps inside and makes her way to the front of the cart and just sits and kind of folds her hands in her lap, just waits. And all of you begin loading into the carriage.
So our design had a trap door on the bottom.
Mhm.
The sunroof.
It's got a
opening,
trap door on the top and a trap
the
door on
top?
the bottom.
Okay,
and then
sure.
also, I guess, a door on the back of
Yep.
it. Slit windows
Okay.
on the side, and then a door on the front behind the bench.
Driver.
With
Yeah.
one of
Yeah.
those little slidey. All the doors have little
Yeah.
slidey panels.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank God I'm an excellent carpenter. I
Yes.
guess.
I would have helped make this.
Absolutely, but like, good lord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to a scary place. We can't just go.
So anyway, we built a tank in 2 days.
Yeah, you guys step inside. Who's driving?
Marcus.
Marcus? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, Cookie hops up and sits at the front with you. Well, here we go.
Here we go indeed, Cookie. I'm going to trust you to feed me jerky intermittently throughout the day.
Absolutely, I can do that.
Thank you. I will not be able to take my hands off these reins, so...
Understood. Yeah, and you guys start crackling through the woods across the sticks on the ground.
Okay.
Through, yeah.
It's like, what's crackling?
There's
treads on the tank that I'm
there's
operating.
playing cards in the spokes.
These are weird sounding horses.
I guess feisty picket tank.
Yeah, you guys head in the direction of North Pass. You see Artemis and Evelyn standing outside just waving as you guys fade off into the distance.
I'd be sitting on the roof with like my legs in the trap door. Just like wave at them from behind.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 20.
Okay, yeah, you turn around and wave, and as you turn back, there's a tree branch coming at you because you're pretty high up. You bend back.
Matrix.
And lay flat. Yeah, you just throw yourself back and lay flat against as the tree branch just like rushes above where your head was.
Sit back up.
We didn't consider that.
Nah, it's fine. Whether the possibility that could happen again. Bam! I hit on the next one.
Fuck these trees.
Yeah, and as you guys are heading in the direction of North Pass, that is where we will end for the evening. Thank you all very much for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We will be live next on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the City of Oshwamp, and then next Friday at 6 p.m. for the Lost Kings of Adoris. Appreciate you all. Thank you very much for the resubs and the follow as well. We will see you all next time. Goodbye.
Good night.
Bye.